Damian Lillard, undeniable superstar for the Portland Trailblazers. Definitely got on the referees after a frustrating performance against the Los Angeles Clippers the other night. And I have the quote right here. This is from Damian Lillard. He said, "The way the game is being officiated is unacceptable," and he's just basing that on the current state of NBA officiating. Kevin, I got to kick this to you. Do you think Dame is right, or do you think Dame is wrong?
I think Dame is full of shit. I literally saw like 2 or 3 plays in which people found videos of him abusing the rule that just changed, whether that was him jumping into somebody for contact or that was him locking a defender's arms and throwing up a shot. I mean, for God's sakes, he did it in the bubble against the Lakers in the first round when they won the championship, to where he legitimately caught the ball from the inbounds and threw the shit up and locked Danny Green's arms up, and he got 3 free throws out of it. And he like ended up shooting it left-handed. That's not basketball. That's not a foul. That's stupidity. We talked about this a couple of days ago on one of our episodes, and I'm just going to sit here and continue to say the same shit. If you are bitching about forcing incidental contact and you are not, literally, you are not being fouled, you are initiating the contact, you're an idiot. James Harden's efficiency has plummeted this season. Damian Lillard's effectiveness and efficiency from behind the arc and shooting stroke, garbage this season. Trae Young, nowhere near having the games that he used to have either. 3 players that abused that rule specifically last year and years past. I've had enough. I'm happy as a pig rolling around in a pile of shit and mud that this goddamn fucking rule has been changed. I'm so ecstatic. Like, bro, I am a Luka Doncic fan. I am a Mavericks fan. I used to hate when he did that because I appreciate the game of basketball. I like the game of basketball. Player aside, the rules are the rules. Shit, I hate that hand checking gets called, for God's sakes, because at times you got to be able to utilize your hands at some point. And it's like I said in the last episode, if you have to play defense with your hands behind your back or with hesitancy to go and, be able to touch the opposing player, that's not playing defense, and that's not basketball. So Dave's got to shut up because the rule ain't changing.
Bro, I'm just so happy that the NBA made this rule change. It was time that they did it, and I'm really glad that they did it. And Kevin, to kind of focus on a point that you were making with just the initiating of contact that a lot of these NBA superstars have gotten accustomed to because of the rule changes, because of the rules that they had in place before this rule change. Damian Lillard, before the rule change went into place this season, averaged over 7 free throws a game last year. This year, he's averaging 3. He's dropped off 4 free throws a game compared to last year. It's the largest drop off in the league. I imagine probably James Harden and Luka are probably like not too far behind, but still, it really kind of goes to show just how much that these guys relied on these just egregious, initiating of contact, and they would get the fouls from them when they're clearly the initiators of contact. And it's like you said, that's not basketball. That's just looking to get hit and then going to the free throw line. And, granted, that was the rules that they had then. But the rules changed now, and now they got to adjust to it. And, Damian Lillard's not the only one that complained about this either. James Harden has complained about it, but you know what? They were the biggest players who got away with those foul calls for years on end. Fans have been calling for that change for years. Now they finally got it. And if the players got a problem with it, you know what? Adjust to it. Make better shots. Try to get better separation from the defender that you're going up against instead of just holding the ball, hoping that player jumps, and then you can jump into them to get to the free throw line. Not going to happen anymore. So, it's like you said last week, I'm glad that the NBA made these rule changes because it was definitely needed. And if it comes at the expense of these guys complaining about it, dude, I got no problem with that.